Good day. Welcome to Living in Two Worlds. Today we're going to start building our deck on the back of our home. So come along and watch us do it. Our material has arrived. Ordered the material for the deck a couple days ago. It arrived this morning. It is Friday morning. Weather is not great, spitting a little bit of rain. If the rain holds off, we hope to get some work done today. If not, might have to wait till tomorrow, but see how it goes. Got help coming this afternoon. There again, weather dependent, so we'll see about that. But here is where the deck is going to go, right above the brand new patio, which you would have seen in the last video if you watched it. If you didn't, well, check it out. But you can see we have our ledger board up here, which is here and here, with the total length being 25 feet. So that is the plan, is a deck 10 feet out from the main house. It'll be 9 feet out here from the cantilever. The supports for the posts are at 8 feet out, which will give us a 2-foot overhang. So it will sit right above this, which will make this a nice dry space underneath. It is a wonderful Saturday morning. Beautiful blue sky, wonderful day. Today we're going to start building the deck on the dream home. Kind of got some things set up here. Got a couple ladders. Got a couple sawhorses in place. Our material is all up on the driveway way up there, you can see. And so probably one of the first things we need to do is the ledger boards here. They are only temporary put on with screws. They need the proper engineered bolts and joist hangers on them. So, and over here on this side, you may notice there's a splice right there in the corner. That's not good. We put that up just so we could side, but this needs to come down and we need a full piece to go in there. So, gonna set things up and we'll go to work and just kind of update you as we go along and see how far we get today. It is Sunday morning. Here is our progress after day one of building our deck. Might not look like we did much, but believe it or not, this was the hard part. getting it started at 9 feet in the air. We have the 3 6x6 posts anchored at the bottom, all level, plumb, nice straight line. 2-ply 2x8 beam across the top, and then we set 3 joists, one on each end, and this one here which follows along the cantilever on the kitchen. So the rest will all be on 16-inch centers, but for the easy part, those were easy to set. Help tie everything in overnight just to make sure. Got bracing in place to hold everything nice and level and straight. Those will stay in place until after all of the joists are in place. Once we put them in, we will chalk a line along the face here, cut all of the joists off, put a faceboard on there, and then plywood will cover the whole top of the deck, and then it will get a duradec finish. So the braces will stay in place until such time as the plywood's on, so that will then tie everything together. Then we will remove the braces. So that's where we're at so far this morning. My buddy's on his way over to give me a hand. Haven't had my coffee yet, gotta go have that, and then we'll come out and set things up and see what we can do about getting more done today.
I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting.
Quick update. The frame for the deck is now complete. We have all of our joists in place, along with our fascia board on the end. So for all intents and purposes, it is framed in and done. Have some tidying to do now. Along here, these are just tacked in place, each one of these joists. So now I need to put the joist hangers in place properly to secure them. And then on this side here, we have a screw into each of the joists from this side on the beam. I will need to add another one on this side here as well. Then probably plus a couple nails down through the joists to make sure they don't move anywhere. So a bit of work to do. So we'll kind of get at that and do it, and we'll update you when it's done. A quick update on the deck here. We have the first row of plywood on. I think at my last little posting, or my last update, I was said that we had to do the joist hangers. They are now all done, and we have put all of the extra screws on this side into the beam, and from the beam into the joist. So it's all attached together. We got the joist hangers up. We started the first row of plywood, but in order to do that, I had to use a blue skin on the top of all the joists and then glue and screw the plywood. So let's go take a look up top, see what that looks like. So here we are on the top. Say the first row of plywood is down. A little bright up here, but not bad. And you can see here, this is the blue skin I'm talking about. It actually is sort of to go, it has a sort of a rubber adhesive back. You peel the paper off and stick it. Everything needs to be covered underneath the plywood. So had to go pick up some more this morning, so we're going to move some plywood around, put more blue skin down, and then continue putting plywood down. So okay, got some more blue skin down. Now you get a better look of what it's like. Ran out the strip sort of kind of as far as I could reach for now. We're going to run another row of 8-foot plywood here, so I have to use the sub 4 glue here, but in this sun and heat I only can do one sheet at a time, otherwise the glue will dry too quick on me. So going to I find it easier to glue from below since I can't reach from the other side and not really prepared to walk along the beam. So we'll get those glued up, and then once we get those glued up, we'll see if we can get a sheet of plywood down.
Through the fields of our paths, feelings part our ways, keeping us close but estranged now. Dreams holding us closer, meadows of our youth, 107 days, but recalling it backwards. Our dreams holding us closer. Ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so
So this is what the top side looks like as of now. Noon's already moved in with some plants, which is always a nice sign. It means we're getting close to being done. The plywood is all done, down, screwed and glued everywhere, tongue and groove plywood. Routed around the edge to make sure it's flush everywhere for the finish. Marked out where my posts have got to go, so that when I put extra blocking underneath. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the guy to show up with the duradec. And the only thing I have is the end of this little sheet of plywood here is buckled a bit where it's delaminated a bit. So once I talk with him, I have a feeling that I'm going to have to cut that back to this first joist here, cut that piece out and replace it with another piece. I have a piece in the garage big enough to do it, so I'll wait till I talk to my contractor on that before I do it, and then we will take it from there. Other than that, everything looks good and we're ready to go. The guys are here doing the duradec on my deck today. Apologize for the video not getting better video than this, but really no place for me to stand and stay out of their way, so we'll do a bit of video from the interior just to show you. Once they arrived here, they did a little bit of sanding on the joints of the plywood and then put in some filler and then sanded that down, and so now that's all dry and getting ready to start laying the vinyl. He has a roll on the deck here, starting to glue, and we'll kind of just see how it goes.
Even when we're free, it's true, the difference is the same. The colors always change, but the song is the same now. In June, lifting us higher. Ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh,
guys are done. Just over 2.5 hours. And we have our duradec finish on our deck. Love the color. Like how well it fits with the grays and whites on the house. It's done in 2 panels. There's one seam right here. They overlap it and melt it together. I watched the guy do it. Looks good, feels good. And then there's a small white trim that goes around the outside here. So everything appears to be done beautifully. I'm quite happy. Runs up the wall underneath the siding there a bit, so everything looks good. May have to run a little bead of silicone along the top there or something, but I'm happy with it. This is what I was looking for. This is the look I was after, and now I've got it. So the next step is railing. I don't think we can really break in the deck yet till we get a railing, since we're 10 feet off the ground, so we'll let you know when that comes in. I got my railing. My railing parts are here. White metal posts and rails, and in these packages here, these are the tempered glass panels. So I'm gonna set the camera up, go to work, and see if we can get a railing put on the deck so we can use it. So I'll set things up and let you see what happens. Okay, so the railing's going on, so the deck will be a little less dangerous, being 10 feet in the air. It's kind of a necessity. So on this side we will have 2 panels, 3 posts, and the same on this side here. So that'll give us 6 posts, then there's 4 more in the middle of the long run for a total of 10 posts. So I will need to start by marking those out and drilling holes for those. We'll mount the posts, put rails in between, and then slip the glass in. So we'll set things up.
Even when we're free, it's true. The difference is the same. The colors always change, but the song is the same now. In June, lifting us higher. So clear. Ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
Well, there you have it. Our deck is finished. We've got our furniture back out again. We've got our railing up with all the glass panels in, and we have the barbecue up here. So as you can see, the concept that we were looking for with the gray and the white, we've managed to take that through onto the deck from the house. So I'm very pleased with this. So if you like this video, give us a like. Feel free to comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. With that, we'll leave it there and catch you on the next video.